it's Elena. I'm going my November wrap up, so everything that I've read this month. I'll just get straight into it. The first thing that I completed was Murakami's Kafka on the Shore. This is the second Murakami book that I've read this year, the second I've read ever. I read Norwegian Wood in the summer and quite liked it, but I couldn't quite work out how I felt about it, so I wanted to read another Murakami to see if that helped me gauge some sort of opinion. And for the first 200 pages, I was really, I'm guessing 200 pages, sort of that first bit of it. I was really enjoying the plot. I thought it was really interesting, not like anything I'd read before. Overall, I got really annoyed with this by the end. I think the way that Murakami writes women, I just really don't like. I find that they're never allowed to tell their own story, and it's always told through a man, and the woman doesn't often say things. And I just really wasn't into it. I thought, because the plot idea was so interesting, like there's talking cats, there's fish that rain from the sky, and like really into all of that. But the women thing really ruined it for me. It's pretty long, so by the end of it, I was like, come on, I just want to finish this now, because I think it was one of those ones where once you get so far into it, when it's quite a long book, you don't just want to put it down because you've already invested so much time into it. So I was really quite disappointed with this, but I'm kind of glad I read it because it's been recommended to me by quite a few people, which then as well, that shocked me, because I'm like, how could I be so annoyed with this when I think it's quite a lot of people's favourite Murakami at least. So yeah, disappointing from Kafka on the Shore. Next one that wasn't disappointing at all, which is Saga Volume 5. I started reading the Saga graphic novel series last year, and I've kind of been trying to save them. I like to make sure that I don't buy the last one or the latest one, so that there's always something left to read. So I've been putting off buying Volume 6 because I think that is the latest one that's out. But I love this so much. I find with graphic novels it's great because you can reread them. It doesn't take that long. You don't think, oh, we could be reading something else, because I reckon it probably takes me about an hour to really sit through and appreciate the artwork. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a space opera, sci-fi kind of fantasy. I think it's more sci-fi than fantasy, but it's got a few different plot lines that cross over. The characters are really interesting. I think women are portrayed pretty well in this. I just love it, and I can't wait to read Volume 6, but I'm also trying to put it off so that I won't be all out of them by then. So yeah, great from Saga. Next is non-fiction one, which is Sally Hughes' Pretty Iconic. So last year or the year before, I read Pretty Honest. I think I read it quite soon after it came out, which was like a beauty bible of kind of tips and advice and product recommendations, but from like a feminist point of view, it's still definitely encouraged to kind of do what you want with makeup. It was just like, here's some things that might help you. And Sally Hughes writes the beauty column in The Guardian, and I just really enjoy her really genuine, honest writing. I think she's really engaging as a writer. Pretty Iconic is it's a personal look at the beauty products that change the world. So I think if you're into beauty like I am, I really appreciate it. I think even the photography is just really cool. I feel like, yeah, Batiste, one of those products everyone's familiar with, and then she writes like just like stuff that you're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it like that, or it just makes you feel really nostalgic. So yeah, I love this. It's a pretty hefty book, but I got through it pretty fast because I was just enjoying it so much, and because there's a lot of pictures, so that helps you get through it a bit faster. So yeah, love that one. Next, another graphic novel that I didn't enjoy so much. So this is Low by Raminda Tocchini. Possibly said that wrong. The problem with this for me is probably you hold myself slightly responsible for not enjoying this. I bought it off Amazon, so it's with graphic novels, the artwork is so important to your enjoyment of it, and I kind of bought it not knowing what the artwork is going to be like, and it's just not my cup of tea, really. So I think that definitely stunted my enjoyment of it. I just didn't find the storyline particularly engaging. It had a lot of like, I don't know, just didn't really understand like where they were. Yeah, this isn't really a great review of it. I guess what I would say is if you love saga like I do, maybe you wouldn't enjoy this one because they're just not comparable, really. And like one of the main characters is this woman who kind of believes in like hope and like that everything's going to be alright in the end if you just sort of go for it. And I kind of really appreciated that, but the way they put it across, it made it seem like a bit pathetic. I don't know, that's just what I got from it. So I don't think I'll be carrying on in this series, but yeah, I'm gonna give up on Low. I don't know if volume 2 kind of happened in my hands, then I wouldn't, throw it away. But I'm more keen to get going on other series I think I'll enjoy more. So, Low. And then the last one is Becoming by Laura Jane Williams, which is actually a reread for me, which is weird for me to reread the same thing twice. I didn't reread it twice, read the same thing twice in 1 year. But basically, I read this when it came out because I've been following Laura Jane Williams's blog for I don't know, a couple of years now, good couple of years. And really love her writing, so I was so excited when she got her book published. I think I was so excited that I kind of like skim read it, but I didn't take it in as much as I could have. And then I went on her writing workshop earlier this month, which was fantastic, and it made me want to have another read of this, and I did enjoy it. Not that I didn't enjoy it the first time, but I enjoyed it so much more, and I feel like I got a lot more out of it the second time I read it. So it's a memoir of hers, so non-fiction, sex, second chances, and figuring out who the hell I am. And for non-fiction as well, I found it really interesting that it did read like a story, because I guess it's her story, but I think in my head non-fiction is more like a collection of essays, but like even in an autobiography, but this was very much her story. And I just really appreciated how genuine and honest it was, how she made herself quite vulnerable in the writing of this, like included a lot of things that most people probably wouldn't be comfortable with sharing, but yeah, really appreciated that she did, and I think the vulnerability made it all the more, I don't know, important. And I think I shared a lot of experiences with Not the same kind of thing, but I could definitely relate to her story, and I don't think if she hadn't been so honest throughout it, whether I would have got so much from it. If that makes sense. But anyway, really, really loved it. So yeah, I think. Okay, so I found my last book, and then I recorded this bit about 5 times now. Things keep happening, like me not pressing the record button, or new YouTuber problems. Wendy Cope, Two Cures for Love. So I bought this after having gone to a poetry reading in conversation with Wendy Cope. Brilliant woman, so unapologetic about her views. Didn't agree with all of her views, but I think an unapologetic woman is definitely a woman to be admired. She's fantastic. So I bought her book after the event and went to get it signed. She asked for my name. I said Elena, Elena, because it's useful to spell things out for people when you've got a bit of a funny name. Did she take any notice of that? No, she didn't. That's fine. That's fine. No worries, Wendy. It's all good. It's all good. Because I really like your poetry collection. Which is funny because I don't usually love rhyming couplets and poetry that follows kind of guidelines like that. Like one of my other favourites that I've read this year, which I haven't got to hand, is Ruby Kaur's Milk and Honey, and this is really different, but I did really enjoy it. It's just great. I'll read the title poem, which I think you might have heard before because it's really one of her most well-known ones. So, 2 Cures for Love. 1. Don't see him, don't phone or write a letter. 2. The easy way. Get to know him better. Go on, that's great. Great poetry collection. Pretty easy read. One that's like good to reread. I like these like Faber editions. Good, like how they feel. Anyway, that's all. First booktube video. So it's probably gonna be something I'll look back and feel really embarrassed about. But hopefully the start of something good. So I'll see you soon. Bye.